Who did you stop blaming and for what? Welcome to part two. Hello, Purposeful family. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Welcome to Fellowship Friday. If you are new here, hello, my name is Torrie and I am the founder of OurGivenPurpose.com, which is a faith-based Christian website. On this channel, I am sharing the life that I'm living as a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur, as a woman of faith, living here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I'm going to share analogies, life hacks, lessons that I have learned that I hope that you will not have to learn on your own, that you can just take from my experience and apply it to your life. So that's what you will find on this channel. If you are new here and that sounds interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified each time there is a new video. Let's get into part two, shall we? Who are we blaming and why? It's so easy to blame other people. At least we think it is, but it actually isn't. It's not doing us any good, and it's not moving us forward, because actually it keeps us anchored in the past. And that is exactly what the enemy wants to do. He wants to remind us that we're not good enough, that the mistakes we made are always going to follow us, that the stains of the emotional word vomit that I talked about on Monday is there. That stench is there. The stickiness of it is there. Never to be removed, never to be washed away, always there. If you have moved past it and you are trying to move forward and you're like, okay, I got this. I'm building the confidence. I am walking with God. I have allowed Jesus into my heart. But wait, here comes your past, waiting for just the right moment, an opportune time to come in and kick you off your pedestal. The things that caused you the most grief, the depression, the anxiety, all of that stuff comes boiling up to the front. And you can't figure out why. So you start blaming other people, you start blaming your family members, and you start lashing out. It happens, but we need to get control of it. God gives us self-control once we abide in Him. And while we are not free of our feelings, we are to have them. We don't have to stay in them. We don't have to sit in them. We can move forward. So how do we do that? How do we stop the spiral? How do we place a speed bump, a stop, a firm no? How do we do that? Well, I'm going to share a couple of ways that I do it. One, I pray and I meditate and I ask God to help me. That's my first step. The second step is I start listening to music. I have a playlist of uplifting music that it speaks to my spirit. I start singing, and while I'm singing, I start praising God. And as I'm doing that, those things that were coming to the forefront, the negative, the I can'ts, the impossibles, all become minor distractions. Those are the two things. It's prayer, meditation. The second step is the music. The third is I will listen to a podcast. I will listen to, you know what? I'm going to insert this here. There is a Bible app. It's called Streetlights. It's the New Living Translation Bible, but it's read to music. And what better way to basically incorporate both things that I want to do as far as listening to music and having the Word of God. That's my next step. I will put that on while I go. I'll take a walk. I'll clear my head. I'll go work out. And I feel so much better after doing those things and clearing my mind out and asking God to put back in all the good stuff that He has given me to focus on, that I don't start drowning myself. I talked a little bit about that on Monday, as far as I had to wait for that person to just drown in the blame of blaming everybody else. She did not want to acknowledge what her role in any of her circumstances were. And that's the last step. I stop and I acknowledge, what role did I play in this? What was my responsibility in the way that I am feeling and how I feel I'm being treated? What did I do that was wrong? Now, there are some times that, no, you didn't do anything wrong. It was the other person, and that's okay. But how can I learn from that? How can I be more sympathetic to that other person. So there's always a lesson. We are all human, believe it or not. We are human beings, and we all struggle with something. Whatever your struggles are, if you have overcome it and you are put in connection and you are entrusted with a person who is going through the same thing that you have overcome, it's your job to help them through it. That's why God placed them there, so that you can continue to learn the lesson, but also be a teacher, that you can go back and say, you know what, this is what I did and how I overcame it. Now, whether the person accepts it or not, that's not your responsibility, but your responsibility is to teach and show how. How can I help you out of the darkness that you are spiraling into and can't feel your way around? What is it about your past that you need to let go of and ask for forgiveness of, and know that you are forgiven, and then walk in God's grace? How can I, as a person who has been where you are, how can I help you? That's how we grow, brothers and sisters, when we are able to learn the lesson and then teach it to someone else, that we extend the same grace and mercy, love that God gives us, and we extend it to his children, to our brothers and sisters, because that is showing love. That is how we love. I hope that you found part 1 and part 2 helpful, that you will think about it over the weekend, pull out your journal, think about the things that maybe you're blaming other people for, and you really need to say, okay, what is my role in this? What do I need to learn from this? How can I move forward better? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so and give me a thumbs up. In the meantime, in between time, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Please drop in the comments. Let us know who you are, where we can find you so we can connect. The podcast every Tuesday and Thursday on Apple iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and TuneIn. And I will see you all for Mindset Monday. We are really in June. The year has gone. Okay, maybe not the whole year, but we're halfway through it. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.